And now President Trump is not holding back either, saying on Truth Social, quote, "The legacy media tried to demean the great work of our B-2 pilots and all the work that they did." Joining us now, Victoria Coates is the Vice President of National Security at the Heritage Foundation and former Deputy National Security Advisor. And also, Amir Fakhravar is Senate Chairman at the National Iranian Congress and author of Comrade Ayatollah. Great to have you both. Victoria, starting with you here, we heard those initial reports from CNN, from the New York Times. I mean, would you have characterized them as political?
Extremely, Chris. This is a tried and true playbook for certain outlets to try to discredit President Trump. And I remember being in the Situation Room and getting those first reports as they come in after an episode like this and saying to our principals, here are the first reports, they're almost certainly wrong. And this will change, but this is the information in real time. And that's what was provided to the Congress, and the Congress promptly leaked it. And so went straight to Natasha Bertrand of CNN. She was the one who had reported on the Steele dossier and the Hunter Biden laptop. So again, this is a playbook. They would rather race to be wrong and discredit President Trump than wait and do responsible journalism like you do in NewsMax for the facts and get those out to the American people. It's really shameful.
Yeah, it was too soon. Number one, the leak and releasing that, it was just a portion of that report, as I stated, and it was mentioned by Secretary of Defense Hegseth that you can't have an assessment over a couple days. Weeks were needed. It wasn't coordinated with other intelligence agencies, and then there was even low confidence, and you only had a piece of it. They still ran with it, and now finding it out, the CIA, the DNI, the IDF, the UN, all backing, saying that they set back Iran's nuclear program years, and we're going to find out even more as, again, more information comes to light. The assessment continues on. Perhaps they should have ran that story. Either way, I wanted to bring this up with your Amir Fakhravar, that the Supreme Leader, Iran's Supreme Leader, finally makes his first public appearance, and he's been out there now. We've seen this on X, saying that the fact that the Islamic Republic has access to key U.S. centers in the region and can take action whenever it deems necessary is a significant matter. Such an action can be repeated in the future, too, should any aggression occur. The enemy will definitely pay a heavy price. So there is a defiant Supreme Leader. There were many questions as to where he was, appears to be alive, and even stating that no damage was done. He claims victory. Talk to us about that, Amir, and the messaging coming from the Supreme Leader, Khamenei.
Thank you for having me. That's good to hear from Supreme Leader. After 1 week, he was hiding on the secret location, the bunker, and then everybody are making fun of him inside Iran, outside of Iran right now. But regarding the legacy media, Supreme Leader's message today was a lot look like some CNN or NBC anchors talking about this very beautiful attack. And they have been trying in this legacy media to say, oh, it was not as successful as President Trump claims. Supreme Leader said exactly the same thing. And you know, the part you don't know about these legacy media's activities inside Iran, the Iranian regime let CNN have official office inside Iran. During the attack, during that 12 days, CNN's anchor was in street. Tehran, the capital city of Iran, has 17 million people. Just 700 regime followers. They gathered somewhere, and the CNN anchor was in the middle of that gathering, friendly gathering of Supreme Leader, and CNN anchor was telling the world, look, the Iranian people are all condemning Israel and America, which is a big lie, because entire Iran have been celebrating this attack. They love United States. They love President Trump. They love Benjamin Netanyahu. They love Israel. And CNN was just echoing the lie of the regime, which CNN should be ashamed of itself.
Yeah, and Victoria, you mentioned it as well. Donald Trump called her out on Truth Social. Natasha Bertrand, she's not exactly a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist. She's come out in favor of the Russia dossier. She's lied about the Hunter Biden laptop. So for her to come out so early on with respect to this initial reporting, which we didn't even fully have the facts, it does seem political here. But I want to get your perspective with the back and forth with the journalist and Pete Hegseth this morning. He talked about the leak and what that means for the administration. election and also just briefing Congress in general as to what is occurring at the nuclear sites. Do you believe that we have to sort of keep it more contained with these briefings because of the leaks that we literally just saw?
Unfortunately, I think we do, and that's the problem because, I strongly support the president consulting with Congress around any military endeavor for the United States because he does have Article 2, Section 2 powers over the military as the commander-in-chief, but Congress under Article 1, Section 8 has the power to declare war. So that creates the necessity of the executive branch and the legislative branch talking to each other. But if the legislative branch is going to so damagingly leak classified information at the drop of a hat, to somebody who's not even really a credible journalist, but who has a big megaphone and can get that out there before the truth has a chance. And I really thought Secretary Hegseth was extremely powerful today. I have high standards for these things because I used to work for Don Rumsfeld, who had a very similar approach to press briefings at the Pentagon. And I thought Secretary Hegseth just did a fantastic job along with General Kane.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, he came with receipts, and I think that was what was needed to get the journalists back in check instead of running again with just a piece of this preliminary low confidence report and then spreading that all through the American people without, again, awaiting real results. Victoria Coates, Fakhravar, thank you so much.
Thank you.